With your elbows on the floor and toes on the board, bring your butt up in the air and tuck your knees. Putting the toes against the fenders when you pull it in will drive it straight. Remember, the board can turn in any direction based on how hard you pull. So try and drive it straight, tuck the knees, and keep your abs nice and tight. During a mountain climber with your forearms on the board, bring one knee in at a time. Make sure your butt is high enough so the knees don't scrape on the floor. Remember, the higher the butt, the more you'll feel the abs. Don't let the board roll. With elbows on the floor, toes on the board, imagine a string tied to your butt. Keep your legs nice and straight, and when you pull on the string, you elevate your glutes, tightening your abs and bringing your toes to your elbows. It's a very difficult exercise. Bring the board as close as you can and right back out. Remember to keep the toes on the fender to drive it straight. In a push-up position with your hands on the floor, keep your legs straight and bring the board in. Once the board is nice and close, with one hand, reach for the board. Remember, you want to act like there's a string tied to your butt, and as you pull up on the string, the board gets closer to your hands. Keep your shoulders above your hands and alternate each touch. It's a very hard exercise, so be careful when you bring the board in. While you're in a plank position with your elbows on the floor and toes on the board, we want to laterally kick, touch the floor, and come back. Remember to leave room on the board for the other foot. The board is going to roll forward or backwards, but using your core to keep it in one spot. Don't let it move. Another tip is to keep your shoulders on top of your elbows. While doing the knee ab rollout, make sure your hands are in a comfortable position. You can grab the sides or put them flat on the top, or even put them on the wheel fenders. Be sure to go slow while keeping your core engaged. Rolling in and out is very effective for the abs. Try and keep the arms straight and don't let the back bend or sag. Start off in a plank position with your elbows on the board. Make sure that your shoulders are right above the elbows, your butt's in the air with your abs tight. Try and make a straight line from your ears, shoulders, hips, knees to your ankles, and push your elbows out past your shoulders, right back in. Small movements keeping your core nice and tight. During an ab rollout, you want to make sure you have a firm grip on the board, keeping your shoulders above your hands while rolling out into a push-up position. When you come back in towards your feet, bend your knees into a table. You can perform this exercise multiple times. The further you reach your arms, the harder it is. Be careful. The further you go, the more pressure you put on your spine. So make sure you have a strong core as you roll out. And the further you go out, the more unstable it becomes. So go slow and have fun.